Hey, more Deponia Doomsday today. We've got, so something strange happened in between the last chapter and this one. Because I've noticed they don't do the song, so it's a little bit, you need to kind of watch to realize, like, when you're ending a chapter and going on to the new one. At the end of the last chapter, where we were in the boat, Goal did not have a tinfoil hat on, and in this chapter she does. There are kind of like two different things that might mean. One of them is that they just off screen made a tinfoil hat and gave it to her. Which would mean that in this chapter, she's going to learn things that she won't forget on the reset, right? We're still on a timer. There's still not a timer, but a timer. There's still the possibility that, like the other chapters, we're going to go through to a certain point and then the time is going to reset. I saw this clock up here and I saw the hand move and I was like, oh no, wait, is this actually on a timer? But the clock isn't moving. The other possibility, well, it seems remote. I was going to say, also the fact that she's acting weird now. Well, no, maybe not weird. She has a reason to be kind of pissed off at us. I was going to say that there could be a goal from another timeline, because we've already met another timeline goal. She had short hair. I don't think that's her. I think we just gave her a hat off screen is all. So we just arrived here, and our goal is... what exactly? We have no items whatsoever. They totally took away our items. We're trying to, this is where McChronicle's father is. We're gonna try to, we're still trying to get to, Port of Rusk? Whatever the place is. The place, so that we can get to his car.
What's this again?
Oh, that is just a tachyon compressor. It creates an anomaly that simulates interim time.
Follow-up question. Who likes a smartass? No one? Correct. A platypus basket. I wonder what it's used for. Maybe it's time to pass the torch to the next generation. Like in all of my favorite movies. Alf 4, The Miscarriage, Cowboy Dodo, and the Alien Blockheads. Or Space Teddies, Kidnapper's Caravan. Where can I find McChronicle's time machine?
If McChronicle was working on something, then it would definitely be in his shed. But no one is allowed in there. The dean locked it and pocketed the key.
Steel key.
Maybe it's time, like Alf, Cowboy...
Alright, so they all have the same description.
Where
Talking to any of them just gives me that conversation.
Where can
Alright.
A handsome little fellow. Gucci. Hey, stop that! The little fella's pretty aggressive. Probably had a miserable childhood. No friends to help him sabotage strangers' training wheels. So sad.
Alright, so he's too aggressive to pick up. Can I put him in the basket, though?
Get in there, you! Oh, quit your whining. Your
Solving
old
puzzles
cake didn't smell
already.
Any better. I should be mad at her, but she always gets this cute little frown line between her eyebrows when she gets stubborn.
Cole, what are you doing?
What's it look like? I'm interrupting your lecture.
But you can't do that.
Oh, really? What are you going to do about it then? Have me fail the exam?
I'm trying to restore time here.
The time when it's alleged that I've fallen in love with you? No thanks.
Can you at least take your feet off the table and take your hat off? You're undermining my authority as a teacher. What's with the silly getup anyway?
Take a guess. I've made myself my own tinfoil hat, so that I will always remember what a complete and total idiot you are.
Fair enough.
Can someone tell me why the time is not proceeding?
Because your lecture is mind-numbingly dull. That's why.
How long is this seminar anyway?
All-day seminars run until 8.
What? But that's far too long.
It's already been too long.
You can't just leave us unattended.
Oh, yes, I can. Watch me. Open your books to page 50.
You can't find what McChronicle taught us in a book.
Ha! So you need a practical assignment. Nothing easier. I'm a man of action myself.
Alright, so can I not leave until I platypus in the running wheel? It must be.
So, pay close attention.
I think I missed it.
Will that be in the exam?
Boo!
Take it easy now. Nothing can happen until I, press here, right? Aha! And what is that?
That's a temporal anomaly. A new layer in space-time that possesses all the known characteristics of interim time.
I see. Like a balloon, slowly being filled.
No. Not like a balloon in any way.
Like a
at
balloon, and then something bad happens.
Why not? I like balloons.
Well, Futurama joke
And
there.
what is that?
all. That's a temporal anomaly.
Oh, you just said that.
Yeah, the balloon.
No, not the balloon.
Maybe you just don't know the right kind of balloon. He doesn't look particularly motivated. I'm sure all he needs is a nice long speech about the difficulties of finding work in today's marketplace.
Do I need to make him run faster? What is this?
Nothing's ready for the garbage pail yet.
Blackboard bin?
Nothing's ready.
Meh.
I somehow doubt that will motivate him much.
Do I need some kind of food or something? Or an umbrella? Oh, it's got a platypus head on it.
That would only block the wheel, and I would never block something that wasn't running yet.
It is running.
No need. That's already dry enough as it is. Platypuses can be allowed to get wet, at least as long as you don't feed them after midnight.
Gremlins.
Oh, that must be McChronicle's umbrella. Always prepared for anything, always assuming the worst. And everything, as always, without any style whatsoever. This isn't a weather experiment, it's a time experiment. Easy to confuse, I know.
To get him to run faster, I guess. And I really can't
Remember,
leave.
observe the anomaly, take notes, and give me a good evaluation at ratemyprof.org.
Oh, okay, now I can leave. All I had to do was start the experiment.
It reminds me of someone, my tax consultant. Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Stubborn as a stop sign.
Can I lure you down with a promise of an umbrella?
The platypus in.
No.
Spoiled beast. Somehow I.
Nope.
Spo-
Oh,
It seems I don't have the right bait for my platypus trap. Somehow I spoiled.
but it has a platypus face on it. Is that really not the answer? Can I take this back? Am I supposed to take this back? I can take it back. Huh.
Hey, I found the scaffold.
I got an achievement for that. Nice. Hello?
What are you doing?
What does it look like?
Oh, of course. You couldn't know. Oh, of course you couldn't know. It looks like two blind chickens wandered into the field.
Further proof, if it were needed, that eyesight counts for nothing. We are professionals in our field.
Uh-huh. Hitting the old junk ball?
Battering smartasses.
Oh.
Don't worry, he hasn't completed his training yet. That's why he's using the training bag.
Training bag? That looks to me more like a Drexican pinata.
Typical sighted person. It's not always about how things look.
But rather than it rains candy?
No, but that doesn't hurt, right?
Irish sensei. They were saying a bunch of things about eyesight. The one guy is wearing glasses, but they look like fake glasses, like the Groucho Marx glasses, and I can't tell if he has eyes at all. He made some kind of complaint about sighted people, but we're zoomed so far out.
Aw, how is he ever gonna get his gold back if he can't see the end of the rainbow?
Yeah, he must be blind, I guess, but we can't really tell from here.
What is this supposed to be? Zen and the art of beating things up?
Exactly. Only through absolute calm and balance can aggression be perfectly channeled.
My ass.
Can I have the pinata? Or is he gonna hit me?
Stay away from our junk ball training bag.
Training bag? That looks to me more like
Typical sighted person. It's not always.
but rather
No, but that doesn't.
At some point, we're gonna replace this, right? We're gonna replace it with a real animal for them to beat up. That's awful.
it seems to be the university mascot. In professional circles, this kind of thing is called boomerang understatement.
I don't get it. Wearing the old dunce cap.
What are you doing here? You should be lecturing.
I just wanted to stretch my legs.
Then stretch them back to the lecture hall. And don't come back until the bell is rung. Go on then. Hop to it.
Oh, alright, I can't go in there.
Huh. Photos of baby wombats. Deponia 4 walkthrough for sale. Hey, that looks interesting. Do you want to share my lunch with me? Love to. I'm hungry. Now all I have to do is find this romantic ninja.
What? Alright, so this switches which flag is up. Don't know why anyone would ever have a lever that did that, but there you go. Can I get down here? Maybe not.
Locked. Anything else would have been a disappointment, to be honest. Piñatas on Barbecue Thursday should be a tradition. And who did it first? Well, strictly speaking, those two.
It's mine now.
The plant smells like Lonzo's back room whenever that thrash metal band comes to visit. The plants... Do you want to share my lunch with me? That part of the puzzle was easy. Now all I have to do is find...
Do not disturb him. He must concentrate on his strike.
Does he occasionally hit something, too?
Not if you keep breaking his concentration, he doesn't.
Alright, do platypuses, or do platypi eat weeds? Bonk.
It seemed... Somehow I spoiled. Here, kitty, kitty. Somehow I spoiled.
Okay. Oh, you know what? Maybe I put... Do I put the other platypus back in this basket? It's always a possibility.
He's not done yet. He just needs a little motivation.
Okay.
I somehow...
Let's give her the
Somehow
note.
I doubt that you'll help me. Does one of you by any chance go by the name of Romantic Ninja?
Mr. Rufus, please don't.
You're Romantic Ninja?
How embarrassing.
Did you know that he's a romantic ninja? That according to this note, he bears the black belt in the arts of love.
I wish the ground would just swallow me up.
No, we didn't know that.
Moo.
That must be because he merges with the shadows of loneliness. Or so it is written by him. Luckily, I found this note because if you are threatened on the battlefield of love, which apparently applies to me,
Threatened? My katana's ripped your heart to shreds.
he offers the following. Do you want to share my lunch with me?
Here, you can have it. I've lost my appetite.
Thank you, Romantic Ninja. Your courage and generosity will not be forgotten.
Lunchy munchy.
Platypuses only eat stale bread. They spit out anything fresh. And then they complain that everything was better back in the day and write embittered online reviews.
So they Oh, do I put it through the... Yeah, I put it through the anomaly, I guess, to age it.
Now, what would happen if I were to hold this lunch in there?
Me! Time passes much quicker in the anomaly than outside, so the sandwich will get old.
Well, anyone could have foreseen that. Now it's only good for duck food, and I have to cut my fingernails again. Good bait catches fine fish, unless you're into worms, in which case you can cut out the middleman. Good bait catches fine fish, unless you're...
I already knew that. All right. And is this going to, I guess, enlarge the anomaly? Then we're gonna walk through it.
Let's see if this can motivate him.
Okay.
Yikes! What's going on?
Me!
Stereo monocle?
My name's Norbert, Professor.
Nerdbert. I can remember that. And your answer is...
The inflow of energy caused the expansion of the anomaly to increase. We are now inside simulated interim time.
And then all of a sudden, time just flies by.
Mama. She said only inside the bubble.
Correct answer, but points off for interrupting. Underbite Valkyrie.
Her name is Hildebrain.
Huh, her parents were jokers, were they?
No, Scraplanders. She's an exchange student.
And I'm Daniel Glandular.
And am I supposed to remember that now, or what? Yippee! School's out!
Don't you want to turn the anomaly off first?
Lesson 2, never want to do something that somebody else can do.
So time in here is now flowing very fast.
Damn. The anomaly is blocking the exit, but at least I'm not losing any time while I'm trapped in here. Damn. But at least...
What could the point of this be?
So, enough is enough here. And, now?
It won't stop thrashing about.
I can see that. And what was that?
It's coming from your coat.
The other platypus is crying.
All right. Nothing but trouble. Can anyone tell me what I'm doing here?
Behaving like an idiot.
An F. Sit.
I'm not going anywhere.
And with grades like yours, that's not likely to change anytime soon. Can anyone...
Behave.
An F.
I'm not going...
And with grades like...
Ah.
Shame.
Oh, just when it was getting exciting.
Boo!
Everything comes to an end. Get used to it.
So that should have changed things outside, I guess? But it hasn't. Can we get a full-grown goat by having it inside? Well, it was already here to begin with, though. I feel like that's weird that the, like, it should have been the other way around, like, that it started over at the other thing, and then I had to switch it to here in order to get it close to the anomaly. But maybe this isn't it at all. Umbrella? I can't take the umbrella back out?
If it keeps working like that, I'm sure this story will eventually come to a happy end.
That's confusing. I would have thought that I could turn this on and off at will, but I can't. You only activate it once. So either it was just a demonstration for whatever purposes, or we have to wait for the time skip in order to do it again and do it the right way. Let's try going in here now. The bell did ring, so am I technically done?
And? Were you able to stem the damage that my son has wreaked upon those poor students?
Stem? I eradicated it. Which damage were you referring to?
Those stupid ideas about time travel, of course. Junior claims, in all seriousness, to be able to create time anomalies. He says he's built a machine in his shed that can travel back and forth through time. And then he holds lectures on the subject behind my back. Thankless firebrand.
Firebrand? He always seemed to me to be so careful, downright boring.
Ugh, I wish. Imagine it. My son, of all people. A dreamer. A fantasist. Yes, an anarchist.
Honestly? Huh.
So I guess just having the bell go off. That was the point. The bell goes off. The class is officially over.
Hands off. That's the key to Junior's
Can't have
laboratory.
the key, huh?
Whole place is contaminated with crazy ideas.
May I fiddle with your
You
ashtray?
smoke?
Not anymore. Although on days like this, I wish I'd never quit.
Isn't that a little unreasonable at your age?
The nicotine chewing gum was worse. Destroyed all my baby teeth.
See, now I'm confused about, is he actually supposed to be young, or is the joke that he
So you don't
just
believe
looks
in
really
temporal
young?
anomalies?
How could I? I'm a scientist.
And a very youthful-looking one, too. Much younger than your own son.
I jog.
And you don't find anything strange about that?
I don't know what you're trying to say. Please, Professor, don't disturb him. He should be given time to think about his mistakes.
That's what I always say, too. But it's way funnier when you say it, because you repress your own mistakes. At least his taste in hats seems to be gradually improving. Have you looked in the mirror lately?
Why? Is my tie crooked again?
The way I see it, there's a lot more wrong with you than just your tie.
Good grief. You're right. My pin badge from the Order of Strategic Repression is bent out of shape.
What is the Order of Strategic Repression?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Is this Skyrim? Can I put a bucket over his head and steal the key?
The tap water is all gone.
I know. It hasn't rained for weeks. How am I ever gonna be able to scrub Junior's crazed theories off the board? Maybe. I just need to scrub a little bit harder. Scrub. Scrub. Scrub.
I'm missing a lot of the humor in this chapter. I mean, it's always been in this. That's a bird sticker on the stained glass window.
Birds don't need warning signs. They're free! Free! And if they want to fly into stained glass windows, they have the right to do so.
Is that a real thing? Do you put bird stickers on a window so that birds won't fly through. Yay, shards. Now I have a bird. No, I don't have a bird sticker. He just took it off in order to kill a bird.
They are pretty. They are colorful. And more importantly, they aren't part of some stupid mosaic puzzle.
There's that callback.
It is so a pipe. You can't pull the wool over a Rufus's eyes.
Oh gosh. He steps on it. Oh, maybe the puzzle is that I wanted to keep it young? Right? Maybe it would have been a mistake if I activated the anomaly and the goat grew... No, wait. Hang on. If time goes fast inside the anomaly... Yeah, why would... Well, now I'm trying to dissect Deponia's time mechanics, which is maybe a mistake.
Hey, stay away.
Would you like some shards of
Wanna
broken
see
glass?
something?
Oh, yeah, aye.
Oh, guess we can forget that, huh?
Do not He must
Does he... Not if you get...
Oh, this is the lab that I need the key for. I didn't try putting other things in the portal. Let's do that. I mean, the anomaly. Wait, is the anomaly not... It's not an anomaly... Oh, because I stopped it, so it's not running at all.
Oh, boy. It already got all the stale bread. Spoiled beast. It already got spoiled. He doesn't need it. He'll manage. It already got...
Can you help? Go.
And, are you coming along?
Well, I can't see the sense in that.
Was that a yes or a no? Everything's back to normal. Normal being a relative term. The plant smells like Lonzo's back.
My old pipe. That's just what I need right now. Whoa. Strong stuff, this tobacco. It, it reminds me of my college days. We were so crazy back then. So, Lala Cuckoo! Wasn't very good for us. We experimented with everything. With plants, with time, and with women, of course.
I don't really want to hear that.
Mrs. McChronicle was one hot chick.
Too much information.
I was even more crazy than he is today. My mother didn't like it at all. She never wanted me to go to university. I was supposed to take over my father's business in the garage. Rocco McChronicle. He said playing with time would only end in tears. What my butt from my girlfriend. I was already 25.
Very strange. Can I have this yet?
May I?
I don't know. If you may, I may, right?
Sure.
Yippee!
Okay. I think with that character more than anybody else, the lack of voice direction is noticeable. Where they just took some translated lines, slapped them in front of the voice actress, and said, just read them. However it comes out, that's what we'll put in the game.
Oh boy, this looks just a touch more complicated to me. Something tells me that for once, I'm actually going to require a little assistance. Yeah, this is nothing but waste oil. Somehow I had expected liquid bronze.
Okay. Tachyon tank.
As long as the tank is empty, no pressure can be built there.
Fill up the tank with tachyons. Check.
Something tells me that for...
Okay. So do I guess now that the dad is all Vape Nation, we should be able to just talk to McChronicle and he's free to come help us.
Psst! McDiaper Pants! Your father is distracted. We can go.
Go without me. He's right. I need to think about my errors.
No, he isn't. There are temporal anomalies.
I know. We created them, and as a result, ruined everything.
What, and your plan is to give up now? When everything is at its worst?
Don't you understand? It's always at its worst. This here is no loop. It's a downward spiral.
I also wonder if at some point we're going to need to turn this dunce cap
What's
into
wrong with you? You sound just as pig-headed
into
as
a
your
tinfoil
father.
hat.
And he didn't bring the world to within an inch of total destruction through his behavior.
Yeah, but his behavior isn't going to save it either. What's wrong? You sound...
And he...
Yeah, but his...
Cheer up.
Come on, Mac. I need your help.
With what? Obliterating the world for good?
You're right. I can handle it without you. Come on, Mac. I can...
Doo-doo-doo. Is the ashtray supposed to be a hint that, like, you solved the puzzle by giving him a smoke? I can't think of anything I'm gonna do that's gonna use the goat. Look at this notice board
Attention.
again.
The bulletin board will change its terms of use. Unwanted comments will now simply all hail to the bulletin board. It seems to be in professional. Hey!
Maybe...
You're still here.
No.
Of course, Mr. Rufus. After all, we are on the cusp of an epical discovery.
And anyway, there are junk ball jocks waiting outside the lecture hall again.
They'll have to wait. We are going on an excursion. Pack your things. We're
Oh,
off
they're
to
going to help. I thought...
the neighboring building. Thanks, Hildebrain. Somewhat misplaced, but you still get a star.
Wow! Cool. Whoa.
Impressive, isn't it? What is it?
Me!
Ah, Nerdbird?
Oh, An impulse-induced tachyon field generator?
Popularly known as a... Anyone? Perhaps Chubby over there.
Time portal machine?
Time portal machine, precisely. Because it creates a time portal. But where? Sure, of course, the interim time. The turquoise tunnel, as we experts also call it. And now, for the master question. How to turn that thing on.
Turn it on? But,
All right, people, I want discussion.
That thing at the front must be the tachyon tank.
What, the milk bottle with the bicycle pump?
you need a substance that emits tachyons.
Ugh, by the smell, I'd say it used to contain feta cheese.
And you have to adjust the nozzles so they concentrate on the thinnest place in space-time. You can detect a so-called potential portal with 4D glasses.
Stained
4D
glass.
glasses, feta cheese. Anything else?
You're not intending to open a portal into interim time, are you?
And why not?
McChronicle says it's too dangerous. It could perforate the whole of space-time.
Oh, hogwash. The proof of the pudding is in the eating. You can't win if you
He
don't
actually
buy a
got that quote
ticket.
right.
Will that be in the exam?
The more popular and incorrect quote is "the proof is in the pudding." Ben Franklin. So, substance that emits tachyons. Can I just jam this glass into my eyes, please? Or into his eyes? He's got glasses
Who can
on.
tell me what this is?
Junk?
Either that, or a set of 4D glasses.
No, it's junk.
They're not finished yet, okay?
Damn. Alright, well, maybe I'm going to turn those into glasses. For no particular reason. For no particular reason, just plain old stained glass out of a normal stained glass window is actually... Is she still not leaving?
And
Well, I can't see that.
was that a yes or a no? I should be mad at her, but you...
Wait, hang on. Chair?
Uh-huh. Someone was chewing gum in my class and didn't give me any, except for their fresh box lunch. It's gonna rain homework. Someone was chewing gum and the gum is already... And besides, gluing colorful shards of broken glass together with bubble gum? Ha! That's totally unrealistic.
Still can't touch the anomaly, so I can't, well, I wouldn't want to age the gum anyway. I want to de-age it. I'm running out of things to do
Do
here.
not disturb it. He must...
Does he keep... Not if you keep...
Hey! Hey!
Want to see something? Oh, yes we can. I think I'll just keep my stuff that minimizes... Nothing's ready.
Maybe now that I know that I want to build 4D glasses, maybe I can talk to him about it.
What's wrong with you? You sound...
And he...
Yeah, but his...
Nope.
Come on, Mac.
With what?
You're right. I can... Come on, Mac. I can...
Is that chewing gum? Oh boy, I've just realized that I've got the munchies. But the tobacco is so good. So yummy in my tummy. It's such a shame. Where's the nicotine chewing gum when you need it?
I don't know much about the production of nicotine gum, but I have chewing gum, and that contains nicotine. Should work, right?
Nicotine chewing gum? Oh boy, I've just realized that I've got the munchies. Wait, I'll just put my toothy pegs back in. Munch-tastic. Oh, yummy.
This is so weird. So do I not actually need the gum?
I'm feeling fan-dabba-dozy.
Sure.
There it is again. The pleasant feeling of having sticky shards of glass in your coat pockets. There it is again.
No.
Who can tell me what this is?
Junk?
Either that, or a set of 4D glasses.
No, it's junk.
They're not finished yet, okay?
Useless. What am I supposed to do with this? Not like it's a skeleton arm with glue on it. Practically worthless.
So, children, time to review the material. What do you need to open a...
Ooh, so they are made.
Exactly.
Full marks. I'm proud of you.
We're the smart kids, remember?
Of course, after all, Professor...
Okay.
Mom.
I know I need glasses frames. Can I just punch him in the face?
Who can tell me what this is?
A bucket?
Not perhaps a tool to help create time portals?
Absolutely certain.
Oh, damn. So, children.
Ooh,
It's full...
This seems like the smallest puzzle area that we've had so far. There's almost nowhere to go and no one to interact with, which makes it painful to not get what they want me to do next. I mean, he's got glasses.
Well, then, let's see what you can...
I can't even see properly with these ridiculous glasses.
Your eyes can deceive you. Don't trust them. When I could see, I thought it was a good idea to marry Mrs. Sensei.
Was she also blind?
Okay, that's done it. Show this big mouth what you've learned.
Did I hit anything?
Yes, the core of the first lesson. You will not hit your target as long as hitting is not your target.
Okay, so he's not actually blind. He's wearing glasses that are blocking his vision, I guess. They really, really could have made this its own, like, zoomed-in thing. So he's wearing... Okay, can I put those on his face?
Do not disturb him. He
No.
must concentrate on his strike.
Does he occasionally... Not if you keep...
Hey! Do not he must...
Does he... Not if you keep... Wanna see? Oh, yes, we can.
Do not
He does... Not if you...
Hey!
Wanna see some?
Oh.
Oh, yes, we can.
So I only have 2 items. It doesn't seem like there's anything else that I can pick up. Yeah, we're gonna have to start doing this. Seeing is there anything standing around that I have forgotten. This doesn't just magically start working, does it?
Yeah.
Can I... Oh, I can.
Yeah. This is nothing but waste oil. I have to get rid of it somehow.
Oh, I'm gonna splash it on one of them.
Do not disturb it. He must have seen
Not
a kid.
there.
What if you keep... Hey!
Not there. Are you getting it?
Want to see some?
No.
Oh, yes we can. Go, Rufus Rubber Arm! Oh, nothing. This whole time travel thing seems to negate my superpowers.
Can I splash you with oil, good sir?
Better not. He's so relaxed at the moment. Come on, Mac. You're right. I can... I never hang. I only use them professionally and to inform myself about the political views of C-list celebrities. I never hang anything on book. I
Struggling. Pour oil on one of these guys. I'm running real low.
It already got all the stales. He doesn't need him. He'll never.
There's no good reason to do
Somehow
this.
I doubt that you'll help me.
Or this.
Somehow I... It flows downhill, but it flows.
Does that mean...
Away with the stuff. It flows downhill.
Where did it come out? Up the... Oh, now it's gonna slip. Did the pinata completely disappear? Like, there isn't candy on the floor or anything. It just popped and evaporated.
These barbarians should be reported to the Goat Protection Society. The poor animal should have been milked long ago. And... strike!
What's going on? My mucous membranes are swelling up. Oh, anaphylactic shock. It's my goat's hair allergy. My eyes are burning.
Bravo! You finally hit something dead on. My sense of humor.
I could not be more confused. Why do you do this game? I needed to trigger his goat's hair allergy by making him hit a goat instead of a piñata.
Ta-da! I present to you the
Who says
4D
ta-da?
glasses.
It's ta-da.
Makes potential time portals visible and raises cinema admission prices by the power of 2. Ta-da! Makes...
Okay.
Who
Do
can
it.
tell me what this is?
Are those supposed to be 4D glasses?
It is a set of 4D glasses.
Is that stained glass from a window?
Don't touch! That is a highly sensitive, scientific whatnot. I see a kind of ring.
Oh, I know! That must be a place where the dimension membrane between here and interim time is especially thin.
Not thinner than your derivation, nerdo. Exactly, Hildy. It's in the middle of the machine.
Oh, good. Then we don't need to calibrate it at all.
Fortune has changed sides. Now the idiots are completely screwed.
So I am now down to no items whatsoever, aside from the glasses, and I need to find out how to fill the tachyon tank.
As long as the tank is empty, no pressure can be built there. Here, now. So, children, what do you need to open a temporal or time portal?
We already know where the potential portal is. Now we need the fuel.
I have no items. Can I finally talk to McChronicle?
What's wrong with you? You sound just...
And he didn't bring the...
Yeah, but his
I've had enough. I want to stop.
That is also an important lesson. If yous give up, you've already lost.
Oh, shut up.
These barbaric... The poor...
What emits tachyons and can be picked up? Nothing here. Can't pick him up. If I pick this up, it screeches incredibly weirdly.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh. OBS disconnected? Bear with me a sec. Alright. Okay, it seems like my internet just went out for about 3 minutes and the stream dropped. I didn't do anything and it's back to normal, so.
Everything's back to normal. Normal being a relative term.
See? Everything's back to normal, nobody panic. Although the clock isn't even trying to tick now. Okay, didn't realize that. I can put these on anywhere.
No thanks.
Oh, okay, not anywhere. What?
Is it just me, or is the goat's udder glowing mysteriously? These barbarian, the poor...
Hey,
I already told... Where do you think the bleeding comes from?
from my wife, of course. She's always bleating on at me, claiming that my sports things are actually animals, nuns, or the neighbour's children. But how, pray tell, would a goat manage to get down here to the underwater palace?
Okay. Suppose that it isn't a goat. Can I still milk it?
Of course, help yourself, but be careful, sometimes they bite.
I don't know. I don't know, game. You got me.
Ugh, that smells like the tank in Mac's lab.
It was a temporal anomaly in the goat's udders, causing it to... I don't know. I don't.
Who can tell me why it's a good idea to put feta cheese into the tank?
You probably built some 4D glasses and realized that the cheese emits tachyons, right?
And now, the follow-up question. What color are tachyons?
She means pink.
Then it is proven. Feta cheese emits tachyons. Write that down.
There! The portal is open!
But that's way too small.
Maybe there isn't enough pressure on the tachyon jets.
More pressure? No problem. I'm a professional when it comes to generating pressure. said, Zeus. There was another potential portal hidden under the carpet.
What are we gonna do now?
Yeah, but who knows if it's safe?
Nothing ventured, nothing gained.
McGonagall!
Hurrah!
The tachyons must have spread out in the near vicinity of the portal. There's a relatively high probability that they have opened up portal to Kuvak.
And how high is high?
Haven't a clue. 1 in 1,000 maybe?
And that's good?
Relatively. It's the only chance that we're going to get. And also, one more than we really deserve.
Speaking of which, I still have to pick Gola.
That means the leap into the unknown without any guarantee of being able to return has got to wait?
No, I'd rather go get her right away. Goal! We did it! The guys and I have opened a time portal!
Wow, well done.
Don't be like that. I told you, I'll make it right again.
And I told you, go away.
Oh, come on, Goal. Take off the hat and...
Hey, hands off! I do understand where you're coming from. After all, that palaver with the platypus puppet theater wasn't exactly subtle, was it?
Puppet theater? Oh, yes, that was intentional.
But look at them. They're both trapped, without any hope. I'll never be able to escape my hamster wheel.
Wait, you think you're the platypus in the hamster wheel?
Of course. That one is clearly female. Look at her, she...
Ha! I knew it! There is hope!
You're right. It is the male.
At least she's now free.
Yes? Wow. Look how happy she is.
She'll recover. On the other hand, one shouldn't overuse metaphors.
So did she... I'm wondering if... No, I don't know.
What's this?
Hey, give it back!
When did you do that?
While you were gadding about the fairground. What about it?
And you got past the lover mat with that?
Well, someone had to make sure that things could carry on.
But then why are you so angry? Because we're not together in the photo?
No, because we are. An illusion. A snapshot giving the wrong picture. Or do you think that at the end of the day, we'll be sticking that picture into our photo album? Everything here is going to have to end up being undone and reversed, so that we can save the world, so that there will be no Fulocks on Elysium. That's how it has to be, right?
No, it isn't.
Then tell me one thing that will still remain of our adventures. If you can do that, then I'm happy to come.
Ha, easy. In the end, there's always one thing that remains. There, look at that.
Kitsch crap?
Hope. It doesn't matter. Let's go.
And I guess that's the end of that chapter.
What now?
Wow, that... I have some
That looks like
complaints.
that interim we crossed in the time pod. But where did this city come from? And where are Goal and McChronicle? They jumped through the portal right before I did.
Hey, you, Fulock! Get off of my porch.
Ah, a local. Can you tell me where I've landed?
In my turnip patch.
Wait a minute. Don't I know you? You're Glandula, the romantic ninja. Just old and ugly. How is that possible?
Are you trying to talk your head off?
Don't you mean, am I trying to talk your ear off?
Not if I got my gun pointed right.
Oh.
So just to pause for a second. Both the puzzles and most of the jokes and most of the characters we were introduced to were kind of miserable in that last chapter. Let's hope that it improves from here on out.
Remorse would be entirely misplaced here. After all, he grew up to be a very passable guy indeed. I'm sure he's a great whistler, and I like what he's done with his hair.
I wonder if because he fell in a few yeah, of course. He fell in a few seconds before, or a few minutes before we did. So he's been in here for years.
One step closer and I'll blow your turnip off.
But Glandy, it's me, Professor Rufus. Doesn't that ring a bell?
Professor Rufus? Yeah, that's it. He was the guy who's to thank for all of this. Just junk crabs and mites for years on end. What about him?
I killed him.
Well done. Now get out of my yard.
All right. Where the hell have I landed?
Are you lost, stranger?
No, I have a photographic sense of direction and always know exactly where I am. It's just the when has been a little confusing lately.
When doesn't mean a thing round here. You're in interim time, a space alongside the past, present,
And future, I know.
I was gonna say perishable food. We don't have anything like a future here. Rumor has it there used to be one. The portal building authorities are digging around looking for it in the foundations of interim time. But if you ask me, it's just newfangled nonsense.
No future.
2 other newcomers passed by here earlier. They asked about the future too. Friends of yours, perhaps?
Impossible. They were just with me.
Maybe out there. Here in interim time, the clocks tick a little different.
I see they have a few more hands, too.
Well, welcome to Paradox City. My name's Rocco McChronicle. If you've got any questions, I'll be happy to help you,
Rufus. And actually, I do have a couple. Rocco what the hell did you say?
That's McChronicle's grandfather, right?
Are you Rocco McChronicle, the father of Dean Angus McChronicle Sr., and therefore our McChronicle's grandfather?
You must have confused me with someone else. I don't have a son, and if I did, I'm sure he wouldn't have become a dean. After all, I'm running a family business here.
Maybe we shouldn't talk about it. The last thing I need now is to accidentally prevent McChronicle's birth. You've seen my friends?
A sexy chick accompanied by a clever, handsome guy?
Not really. We were separated.
Well, 2 strangers certainly passed by earlier on. They met the old hermit. It looked as though they knew each other. They headed off to her farm, turn left at the town hall, and then continue up that way.
Where the hell am I?
You're
Paradox
in Paradox City, the city between times.
Aren't we always between times?
Excuse me?
You know, present and future.
Yes, I suppose, although here we're not so much between the future. That doesn't exist here.
What does that mean, you have no future?
That's what I said. If that's what you're interested in, then ask the people at the portal building authorities. They're always talking about the future, and they're trying to dig one up from the junk beneath the city. Absolute madmen, if you ask me.
Mad
We've never had a
lads.
future here, and we've managed quite happily without it so far, thank you very much.
At no point in the past did we ever have a future.
I urgently need to get to Kuvak.
Doesn't ring any bells. Is it beyond interim time?
Of course.
Then you'd better be off asking the guys from
Okay,
the portal
got it.
building
Gotta go talk to
authorities.
them.
They map the portals and know where each one leads.
Hey, that's the time pod.
That there, that's been there since before I arrived. My father was going to repair it. That's why he founded the garage. Apparently it stopped being so important at
garage.
some point. Like everything here.
Ah, you obviously cannot help me.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Why are there shirtless men? Well, there's one shirtless man, and he's a mechanic named Rocco. I think you have to be shirtless for that to happen. And hello, welcome. You came just in time because I just finished a chapter that was really weird and not funny, and it didn't make a lot of sense, and I just didn't like it in general.
There you are.
And we are now
Rufus,
caught
you
in
wouldn't
some kind of
believe who I met
a
in the
super
city.
weird,
My
like,
granddad.
wormhole place.
I know. He didn't recognize me.
No wonder. To him, you're not even born yet.
I guess I never will be. Even the slightest interventions change the timeline. In all probability, we prevented the birth of my father already.
Hogwash. I've seen everything possible and impossible in the last while, but nothing even remotely resembling a timeline. The whole thing is more like a fuzzy, knotted time skein than anything else.
It's okay, Rufus. I'm doing just fine. Isn't it incredibly interesting here?
Yeah, very picturesque. But we have to get a move on. Don't you remember? Where's Gold?
In the farmhouse, but there's no reason to hurry. Here in interim time.
The clocks run differently, I already know. Still, no reason to take our foot off the gas.
No, this isn't the game I was gonna quit.
We used it earlier
I
ourselves.
can't do it if you're watching.
Thank you for the host.
Just turn around.
That one?
All right.
I actually expected a few
Can't do it
mind-bending
if you're
puzzles
leering
first,
at me.
but so much
Creepy.
the better. Wait here. I'll go get Gold, and then we can go get our future back.
No, the one that I was going to stop and then change my mind on was Tales of Berseria. So we've just started a chapter here. I still need to explore this area and pick up everything that isn't nailed down. But I guess we'll start by going and talking to Goal. Watch, she's like... No? Okay.
Hey, Goal,
I was going to say
no
she's going to
time
be
for
like an
coffee.
elderly
Time to
woman or
move.
something, but
We-
no. Unless that's also her.
Am I counting right? Your goal? I mean,
It
your
is.
goal
Huh.
too.
And you are almost as perceptive as when I left you, Rufus, savior of the world, suicidal time traveler.
You forgot butt model. But how can that be? What are you doing here? Which goal are you?
She's the goal that you rescued from the future.
Yeah, and in return, she left me and Mac on Elysium, stole the time machine, and whoosh! That was the thanks we got.
I've not got such a talent for dramatic endings as you.
And you didn't get far either.
Yes. Perhaps I was a bit too
Was that
quick
in
off the
chapter
mark there.
2 that we met? Met
When
the
I
goal
arrived
from the
in interim
future, I
time,
guess.
There was no future anymore. The tunnel had simply come to an end, and the autopilot was steering me directly at it. I had to crash land and was stranded. For
Oh,
us,
no, no, no.
only
Tales
few
isn't a
hours
puzzle
had
game.
passed.
It's an RPG.
For her, it's been a lifetime.
Why didn't you use one of the portals?
The portals only opened much later. At first, they were all out of reach. Then the Deponians started to throw their trash into interim time. The time travelers also started arriving from all sorts of pasts. Most were stranded here like me. We built Paradox City from the trash. We tried to reach the portals, but none of them led to the right time. Then, when the first children were born, we realized that we had built ourselves a new home.
But now I'm here. So come on. What was that? An earthquake?
We've only had one of those once before. The time when the portals opened.
Yeah, never a dull moment around here. Don't run off. I'm gonna go have a look. Oh, come on.
Now the portals
Where's the
disappear?
portal to Kuvak? And the others? All gone.
I think I have an explanation. When the tachyons poured into the open portal unchecked just now in the lab, we didn't only open the one portal, but also all the surrounding ones too. Portals leading to completely different places and times. As time passes much faster in here, they were open for years. A whole city was built whilst you fetched gold from the university. Shortly after you stepped through the portal, the anomaly closed behind you. In the lab, this was a blink of the eye. Here, countless minutes.
You mean this city only exists because we opened the portal earlier?
Really makes you think, eh?
Yeah, like for example, how do we get out of here now that the portals are closed?
I was thinking more of the moral implications. What will happen to the people here if we restore the old timeline? Are we
This is getting
allowed
really
to do
confusing.
that?
I can't see any signs.
I noticed that too. You should get it looked at.
Okay, so in opening the portal in the lab just now, at the end of the previous chapter, we created interim time where a bunch of people who have fallen into or gone into portals in various times wound up here and lived here for years, and then we came in here and then the portals closed. But what's the puzzle? What am I trying to do? Other than, I guess, you know, we just realized that now there's no portal to get out of here anymore. We gotta go talk to the portal authority, wherever they are. But yeah, so the game that I was playing that was a puzzle game was The Witness. I finished that. I finished Tales of Monkey Island. I'm playing this now. I'm also playing West of Loathing, which is an RPG. And I am gonna go back to Tales of Berseria at some point, probably sometime next week. Decided to give it a second chance.
What are those trash cans for?
Hey, keep your hands off. That's where we keep the seeds so they don't go bad. And so the wombats can't get at them. Those critters are getting worse by the day. Almost as bad as the Fulocks. I catch them meddling with the bins all the time. That's why I always keep my eyes on both sides. My wife says I've started to squint. It's a good job it's so quiet on the Fulock front. We're not equipped for a war on two fronts.
So I guess this puzzle is going to involve distracting this guy by having him look over here so that I can get these seeds. Sure.
Hey there!
Do not distract me. I've got to stay alert. Or do you have some kind of death wish that involves being ripped to shreds by a pack of Fulocks?
You have a Fulock problem here?
What does it look like to you, huh?
Hysterical overreaction? Don't you think you're taking this thing a little too seriously? After all, the portals are closed, and no sign of any Fulocks.
Just because you can't see any Fulocks doesn't mean they can't see you.
Yeah, the RPG that I was playing yesterday, or not yesterday, the day before, West of Loathing, very funny. I highly recommend it. If you like the humor parts of Undertale, you would definitely like West of Loathing too. That just came out a few days ago. And is basically just jokes from start to finish.
Don't you dare! Or do you have some kind of...
Well, nothing venture...
Don't think! It's war out here. And in war, there were only losers.
Alright, so at some point I'm gonna get to lower that, but not right now.